These kids go, no. Well, you'll see that tomorrow night. All right. My first guest, currently starring in the new movie The Whole 10 Yards, is another yard bigger than the one we saw, Kev, 9 yards, 10 yards, with Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. It opens next Friday on the April 9th. Please welcome Amanda Peet. Welcome back. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm very well.
It's good to see you. I know you're back.
You?
I'm good. I'm good. I know you're back from New York working with Woody Allen, right?
Yes, I got to work with one of my heroes.
And that's very prestigious, isn't it? Because does he pick you himself, and it's like a whole secret deal?
I guess it was very surprising. I just got a call out of the blue. You have to understand, I grew up in New York City,
right,
so I've been obsessed with him.
Oh, okay.
Not in a scary, weird way, but
no, none of that. No. No, but like with Woody Allen films, you just get asked to do them, right? Nobody asks about salary. It's just such an honor. People go, yeah, okay.
Yes, and I was so excited, and then a moment later, sheer panic.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because, you know, everyone's so afraid of getting fired because, you know, you hear these things that he's a man of few words. So, you're not going to get coddled. So luckily enough, I had just worked with Diane Keaton. I'm just going to go ahead and name drop.
Yeah.
And so I called her and I said, you know, what do I do? How do I ensure that I'm not going to get fired? And so she basically said, just, you know, don't be a diva and don't be, you know, too precious. Don't go into your character's backstory. Just go and say your lines and, you know, be calm. And I was playing Will Ferrell's wife in the movie. So we were both very nervous the whole time.
Really?
So we did a couple of scenes, and like I said, he's a man of few words, but he would come up afterwards, and I'm going to do a terrible Woody Allen right now, but he'd say, you know, that was wonderful, but this time make sure it sounds like a real conversation, and Will, if you could be funny and be louder, and then he'd walk away.
Oh, that is.
And I would look at
you know, well, that was a very good Woody Allen, by the way. That was a very good Woody Allen.
Terrible Woody Allen. So I'd say, Will, it's on you to be funny, and hopefully I'll see you after lunch, because hopefully I won't be fired. But
and then day to day, you live with that, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it dissipated a little bit towards the end.
Because, like, I'm told in a Woody Allen film, you don't even get a script. You get, like, here's a page for today.
No, I only
you don't even know what your character's doing.
Not really. I don't really know what happens in the movie. I just...
You don't even know what the movie is? I mean, do you have any idea?
Not really.
So you just get there.
I know that I'm probably very loud in it. Just saying my lines loudly and probably not in a very funny manner, but anyway.
But now, I know you're living here in L.A., right?
Yes, I live
Now, how's your house? Last time we talked about
I bought a house a year ago.
Are you all in now, and is it all girlized and everything?
Girlized?
You know, girl stuff, you know, little fluffy pillows and cat things that go like this. You know. Are you one of those? Do you have little potpourri
I'm a cliche of a, no.
Do you? Yeah.
No, it's just half done. I have a problem completing things this way. So, you know, I still have boxes and, you know, none of the all the wires stick out of the, you know, there are no light fixtures and everything. When my mom came, I went to Bed Bath & Beyond and got these $15 metal lights just so she wouldn't think I'm living in the dark. But
well, do you do electrical work normally? I mean, with wires sticking out, are you out there? You know, I mean,
absolutely not. I just walk around my house trying not to get electrocuted.
Yeah,
but
now I remember you from a Seinfeld episode where you were very good. You played the demanding girlfriend.
Yeah.
How
it was
close
a big
is that?
Stretch.
Is that right? Are you high maintenance?
What exactly do you mean by high maintenance?
That means high maintenance. What constitutes? If you have to ask, you're high maintenance. No, that's what it is.
No, I know
well, I mean,
you're
very beautiful, obviously,
well,
and
sometimes
sometimes beautiful women can be a little more demanding than your average Jane. Would you say?
Well, thank you for saying that.
How would you say?
I'm not a cakewalk.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, you said something at the beginning of the interview. You said, "Don't be a diva." Now, did it occur to you to be a diva at one point? Have you ever been a diva? Have you ever like diva-ized something? I want lilies over here every day.
I want this kind of thread count in my sheets.
Oh, you even know about thread count? That means diva. You know, the fact that you know about thread counts means that, yes. So.
Can I get a latte?
You see what I'm saying?
No. No, I'm not that bad. I mean, you know, I don't think I'm that bad.
Do you talk on the phone a lot?
I like to talk on the phone. Yeah, my boyfriend's getting better at it now.
Well,
I don't understand.
Wait, you don't talk on the phone when you're with your... Oh, okay.
Right.
See, that's a diva. If you're having sex with and talking on the phone at the same time with your girlfriend, that would be
That's
the
just weird.
That'd be the ultimate diva. That would be the ultimate diva.
No, I'm getting better. But I'm not a diva in certain ways.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if you looked in my refrigerator, it's like the refrigerator of a bachelor. You know, I have just water and, you know, string cheese.
No, bachelors have
beer.
giant Coke, beer, and pizzas.
It's close.
Bachelorettes
close
have the little string cheese. Are you a good cook? Can you cook?
I'm very ashamed of this, but I'm not. I don't cook.
Really? I'm stunned.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Nothing.
Do I not seem like a good cook?
No, but see, you don't have to cook. You're beautiful.
I know, but do I not seem like...
See, you don't have to cook.
You can just be a dumb actress and sit
No,
there.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. But I mean, like when your boyfriend comes over.
My boyfriend is a good cook, and this is this is the problem.
Now, why is that a problem?
Because I feel very ashamed of the fact that I don't contribute. You know, I'm there night after night, and every night it's a thing of, you know, what are we going to do for dinner, and I only know one dish.
What dish?
It's sad. It's just broccoli.
What do you just wash it? Is that what you do? I mean, what do you do? I mean, how is that a dish? You go.
In the beginning of the relationship, I literally called my mom in a panic. I'm like, how many minutes for the broccoli? You know, I mean, it's terrible. Yeah. I make a nice shallot, you know, dressing to put on the broccoli, but it's...
Well, that's a start. That's a beginning.
But yeah, he makes fun of me because night after night I'm...
But I mean, did you ever go to page 2 of the cookbook?
I think now I just have an inferiority complex compared to him. So I just kind of try to just... you know, like I do the grocery shopping sometimes, you know, like at the end of the day, he'll say, you know, stop at Bristol Farms and get me, you know, a steak and get your...
Oh, Bristol Farms, that's a diva store. Well, it's not Ralph's. But I tell you what, look, we'll take a break. We'll all get this all straightened out. More with Amanda right after this. Be right back. Welcome back, talking with Martha Stewart. No, Amanda Peet.
Martha Stewart.
Well, he's talking about shopping.
I'm upset that I got outed for shopping at Bristol Farms.
No, it just made me laugh because it's like a high-end la-di-da kind of store.
I agree.
So you're shopping. What is it?
He said, pick me out a steak.
Oh, okay.
And immediately I start to panic and schwitz because, you know, because, you know, I'm not, you know, I don't know anything about the differences between steaks. And he just said, make sure it's marbly and very red. So I go to the butcher and I picked out one last night that I thought looked marbly and red, and I brought it home, and it had there was a big tumor on it. There was a big...
Where did you get this steak? At the Cancer Institute? Where did you buy it?
It was discolored. There was a huge portion of it that was discolored, and so sadly, not only can I not cook for my boyfriend, but I can't even, you know, buy the right thing for him to cook. Wow. So he had to cut it out, and so there was this big hole in his steak. It looked like some kind of...
We call that a donut steak. It's a donut steak. So he cut the tumor out and then ate the steak.
Yes, it looked like a Henry Moore sculpture. It was, you know...
Okay, so is it competitive between you and your boyfriend? Do you see yourself as you're good at one thing, he's good at something else?
We have this thing where we're either number 1 or number 2 at something. So because he's a foodie, he's number 1 with food. He's a foodie.
Well, most humans are foodies, to be honest.
But what I mean is, you know, he reads in, you know, LA Magazine, and he knows the latest, you know, Albanian restaurant that's opening, you know, wherever.
Okay, he knows to get a steak without a tumor. Okay. Like, how about driving?
Whose side are you on?
Who'd be the better driver?
It's a big fight. We both grew up in Manhattan. We've both been told we're terrible drivers. None of my friends think I'm a good driver. I think I'm okay.
Okay.
But
you just got your license not that long ago, right?
Yeah, it was like a few years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think David's a terrible driver. I think there's one turn that you have to take when you go up to his house that's a very, you know, it's really sharp turn, and
really
I think
we call that, race car drivers call that turny.
I feel like such a stereotypical girl. But yes, he accelerates. You're supposed to accelerate later in the turn, and he goes too quickly. And so I was driving his car, and I said, let me show you how to do it. You know, you don't go that fast. You got to just be more careful. And I was going, you know, about 3 miles an hour, and I ran over the curb.
Oh, well,
And now I've lost all credibility, so.
3 miles an hour into a turn.
But I heard you have a... I was going dangerously slow.
Because, you know, at those kind of speeds, anything could happen. You know? Not like you could hit the brake when you saw the curb. Oh, my God.
Yeah. The curb hit me.
You know, you should move to Florida. You would fit right in down there.
But I heard you have a train horn on one of your cars, and I was thinking that's good for me.
That's true. It does have a big train horn on one of my cars.
So people can get out of the way.
Just get out of the way. You need a cow catcher on the front of your car. That's what you need. Now, tell us about the whole 10 yards. We enjoyed the first one. The first one was what? How long ago was it? 3, 4 years ago?
It's like over 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was my big break. You know,
it's the same characters. Bruce Willis is the gangster guy, right?
Yes,
and
but he's decided to retire, and he's sort of become a bit of a Nancy boy. We're living in Mexico, and Bruce picked out this little apron, and he wears these little slippers, and all he does is vacuum and clean, and he doesn't want to be a hitman anymore, so I'm incredibly bored.
Okay, that's right. And you play a hit woman.
Yes.
You want to be a hit woman. All right.
Yes.
Here's a scene from the whole 10 yards.
It's a dead hostage, Oz. That is what that is.
Well, that can't be good.
No, you're right. It's not good.
It looks like he got shot in the foot. Who dies from getting shot in the foot?
Probably got shot when the hitter was shooting at us. Well, that's really great. Well done, Jill.
Hey, look.
You refuse to follow the ABCs of professional killing.
There's an actual ABC's of professional killing?
Shut up, Oz!
How was I supposed to know he was going to climb in the trunk?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean...
Oh, I know. How about you just watch him and you don't let him climb in the trunk, Jill?
I am a professional marksman. It's not my job to babysit.
You know what? I think you actually have to hit something to count as a marksman.
Ozzy, Harriet, can we stop fighting and go get my wife?
The whole 10 yards opens April 9th, right? Amanda, always a pleasure. Be right back with Adam Mesh, Average Joe, right after this.